Hello everyone, this is Abhishek Mishra and today we are going to discuss about statement and conditions. And guys, this will be your day 6 related to Python basic. Okay, so the first topic is Python comments. So in Python we have two type of comment. First is the first is we have single line comment and the second is we have multi-line comments. So single line comment we can create using hash, but multi-line comments we need to use triple quotes. How? See, and always remember, whenever you put this comment, it means that line is not gonna run. And I put this hash, and after that I'm mentioning that this is single line comment, right? And if I'm using a is equals to 10 and print a, so it will simply give me the value of a big, and this line is not gonna run. Why? Because I make this line comment. How I make this line comment? Because I have put this hash, right? So just putting hash on a line, that line will be commented for my Python, and this is known as your single line comment. Can we create multi-line comments using this hash? Yes, we can, but that time we need to use hash multiple times. How? See. So this is line comment, right? So here I am putting 3 times, like I'm putting this hash, but 3 times. So that is quite difficult and confusing also. So why not we create another method? Like we have one more thing to create a multi-line statement. How? Like that, I need to use either single quote. This is your multi-line comment, and again I am putting this 3 quotes. So when we want to create multi-line comments, that time we can use this triple quotes, right? So when I execute this cell, I will get my answer only. So for single line comment we use this hashtag, but for multi-line comment we can use this triple quote. Either it will be triple quote, like triple single quote, or double quotes, like that, right? Yes, that is also fine. So this is my multi-line comments. So I hope now everyone got a good understanding related to comments. So Python mein we have only 2 type of comment. First is my single line comment and the second is multi-line comment. Single line comment we can create using hashtag, and the multi-line comments we need to create triple quotes. Start with triple quote and end with the triple quotes. Then we discuss about indentation. I hope you guys have like already faced that kind of problem when you got a SMS in error, ki you got a indentation error. Let's discuss about that indentation error. Let's suppose I'm putting this a is equals to 10 and b is equals to 20, and I want to print this a. And when I execute this cell, I'm getting this indentation error. Then why I'm getting this indentation error? Because I put this print statement using this 2 space, and that is a problem. Always remember कि we cannot use that kind of indentation, right? So it means कि this print statement is inside this b is equals to 20, right? And sometimes this indentation is also important. Then how we can solve that problem? We just need to remove those 2 spaces from here. My problem will be resolved. When I execute this cell, I will get this to 10. This is my proper answer. Okay, but as I told you, sometime we have indentation important. But when we discuss about this conditional statement, for loop, function or method or class, so those time this indentation is important, because that time we need to have a condition, right? We will also discuss those things later on, but for now we are going to discuss about conditional statement, where we have this if and else statement, if, else and elif. So if your, like, if condition is true, that time it will run. If your if condition is not true, that time your else condition will check. If it is also not true, then your else condition will print. I have already mentioned syntax. So first you need to mention if condition, then you need to mention case. If this case is correct, that time your output will run inside this if statement. And see, I'm putting this indentation here because in if statement indentation is important. Then I'm putting this elif condition. Then if my if condition is false, then it will check for my elif condition. So it will also check if my elif condition is true or not. If it is true, then this will be my answer. Or if it is false, that time my else condition is gonna run, right? Okay, let's create a simple if and else statement. Let's suppose I'm putting a is equals to Rahul, and then I'm putting ki if a is double equal to Mohan, then print welcome Mohan. And if a is double equal to Rahul, then you need to print welcome Rahul. And the last I am mentioning this else statement, print welcome but who are you, right? Okay, good. So we have a is equals to Rahul. If a is double equal to Mohan, then print welcome Mohan. If a is double equal to Rahul, then print welcome Rahul. Else print welcome but who are you. So guys, you need to tell me my this condition is true. The value of a is equal to Mohan. Is it true or false? It is absolutely true or false? It is false because the value of a is Rahul and that is not equal to Mohan. That's why this condition is false. And if this condition is false, my Python will check for elif condition. So my elif condition is gonna check. So what do you think? The value of a is equal to Rahul. Is it true? Yes, it is absolutely true. So this welcome Rahul is gonna print. And what happened with this else condition? This else condition will skip. See, I'm getting only welcome Rahul. Okay, let me mention one more condition. This now, guys, tell me this condition is true if a is double equal to Mohan. So what do you think? This condition is true? Yes, that condition is absolutely wrong. So this is not gonna print. Then I'm putting this elif condition. What do you think? The value of a is equal to Rahul? No, because this time this r is capital and this r is small, so both are not equal. So this condition is also going to false. And when your if and else both conditions fail, that time your automatically else condition is gonna run. So this time your output will be welcome but who are you. So when I execute this cell, I will get welcome but who are you. Okay, so this was the basic concept related to if and else condition. Next, we will discuss about a problem statement, and that problem is that we need to check whether a value is even or odd. So I put this n is equals to 10, and my problem is that I need to check whether this n is equals to even or odd. That time I need to use if statement. So what will be my logic? My logic will be that if I divide this 10 with 2 and the remainder is 0, that time it will be even, otherwise it will be odd, right? So what is even value? If you divide any particular value with 2 and the remainder is 0, that will be your even value. And if you divide any value with 2 and the remainder is something, that will be your odd value, right? So let me put my if statement. If n modulus 2 is double equal to 0, if I'm dividing this n with 2 and the remainder is 0, that time it will be a even number. That time I'm print even. Else I want to print odd. Right? So what do you think? this n is my even number. So when I execute this cell, I will get even only. See, I'm getting only even value. Okay, let me check the same example with another value. So this time I'm having this odd number. So when I execute this cell, my answer is odd, right? So yes, like that we can use my if and else statement, if else and elif conditions. Okay, let's discuss few other examples related to if and else condition. Let's suppose this time I'm having this a is equals to like marks is equals to 80, right? And if marks is greater than 95, that time I want to mention excellent. If marks is greater than 80, that time I want to mention good. If the marks is greater if the marks is greater than 60, that time I want to mention average, otherwise poor, right? So what do you think, this will be in good condition, excellent condition, or average or poor? So what do you think, this condition is true? No, because marks is not greater than 95. That's why this condition will be false. And if this condition is false, it will check for my elif condition. So what do you think, this condition is true? Yes. What do you think, this condition is true or not? This is false, because the value 80 is not greater than 80. That's why it will be false, right? So this condition is not gonna run. But what do you think, this condition is true? Yes, this condition is true, because this time I mentioned that the value, the marks is greater than 60. Yes, that is absolutely correct. So your answer will be average. See, your answer is average. Let's suppose I'm putting this 81. Now this condition is gonna run, because this 81 is greater than this 80. That's why I'm getting this good, right? So yes, this is all about your if and else statement. Next we discuss about always truly and always falsy. So those things whatever I am mentioning here, those are always falsy. It means that whenever you have, see, if none, and print hello, else print by, right? When I execute this cell, I will get by, because this is always falsy. So this none is always falsy, this false is always falsy, this 0, this 0.0, empty list, empty dictionary, empty tuple, and this string, those always falsy. Okay, let me give you example. False. See, this is also false, so you will get only else condition. Okay, next I am putting this 0, so 0 means false. Also you can put 0.0, that is also false, right? Okay, let me put this empty list. So when I use this empty list, that is also false. But if you mention anything inside this list, so that will be true. See, this time this hello is gonna print, right? So always remember, only those things are always falsy. Except those things, everything is truly in Python. Let's suppose if I mention 10, 20, 30, any other value apart from this 100, right? That is true. See, my hello is print. Yes. So guys, this is all about your if and else statement, and also we have discussed about comments. So let me recap this whole class. What is comments? What are the comments? So Python mein we have two type of comment. First is a single line comment, and second is multi-line comments, right? Then we have indentation. So that kind of error, if we put double spaces somewhere, so that will be my indentation error. But sometimes indentations are important, like if statement, for loop, and some kind of function and methods, right? Because I'm putting this if statement here, that's why this indentation is important. I'm putting this, I'm using this if statement, that's why this if this indentation is important here. So whatever like action I my code is required, that thing I will mention here only, right, after this indentation. And then we discuss about always truly and falsely, so those things are always falsy. And yes, that's it, that's all about your comments and statements. So guys, in the next class we discuss about loop and iterations. So till then, bye bye, take care everyone.